Hello, in this video, let's discuss determinants. Determinant is a special number that can be calculated only for square matrices. Determinants are important because it's related to concepts like area, volume, and invertibility, which only make sense when the matrix represents a linear transformation. And for determinants, or for getting determinants, we usually have what we call the basket method. So let's cite an example. Suppose we have a matrix or a 2 by 2 matrix right here. What is the determinant of this matrix? Okay, let me introduce to you the basket method. When we say basket method, we will multiply diagonally downwards from left to right and then minus multiply diagonally upwards from left to right. And as you can see, this process resembles the shape of a basket. That's why it's called the basket method. So if you apply it here, first, multiply diagonally downwards from left to right. Multiply 5 times 1. And then, we also have to multiply 3 times 4. Alright? So, the determinant of this matrix is equal to 5 times 1 and then minus, multiply diagonals and then minus, multiply diagonally upwards 3 times 4. Let's solve. 5 times 1 is 5. 3 times 4 is 12. And 5 minus 12 is equal to negative 7. Therefore, the determinant is negative 7. Let's try another one. How about this? Okay, so what is the determinant of this matrix? Same process, use basket method. So multiply diagonally from left to right. Like that. And then, so determinant is equal to 3 times 5 minus, and then multiply diagonally upwards from left to right. Therefore, this is equal to 2 times 4. Let's proceed. Determinant is equal to 5 times 3 is 15 minus 2 times 4 is 8 and 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. Solving for the determinant of 2 by 2 matrices is quite simple. Now let's try to find determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. Let us try this matrix. Okay, how do we solve for the determinant of this matrix? Before we go to the basket method, there's one more step that you have to do, which is we have to copy the first two columns outside of the matrix to the right. Okay, so the first column is 2, 4, 3. And the elements in the second column are negative 1, 1, and negative 4. Now we can perform the basket method. So for the basket method, we have to multiply diagonally downwards. This one, also this one, and also this one. Okay, so the determinant is equal to 2 times 1 times negative 2, that's negative 4, plus negative 1 times 0 times 3, so that is 0, plus negative 3 times 4 times negative 4, so that's 48. And then basket method, after multiplying diagonally downwards, minus. And then multiply diagonally upwards. This diagonal, and then this, and also this one. 3 times 1 times negative 3, that's negative 9, plus negative 4 times 0 times 2, so that is 0, and then plus negative 2 times 4 times negative 1, that's 8. Let's simplify. Negative 4 plus 0 plus 48, that's 44, minus negative 9 plus 8, that's negative 1. And finally, 44 plus 1, that's 45. Therefore, the determinant is 45. Let us try another 3 by 3 matrix. All right, the first step is to write the first two columns to the right outside. Let's copy 1, 0, 1, and then 2, 4, 0. Now we can begin the basket method. Let's multiply. The determinant is equal to 1 times 4 times 6, that's 24, plus 2 times 5 times 1, that's 10, plus 3 times 0, that's 0. And then minus 1 times 4 times 3, that's 12, plus 0 times 5 times 1, that's 0, plus 6 times 0 times 2, that's still 0. Let's simplify. 24 plus 10 plus 0, that's 34, minus, that's 12. And finally, 34 minus 12 is equal to 22. Let's try one more time. All right, so this is our 3 by 3 matrix again, and we have to solve for the determinant. You know the first step, which is copying the first two columns outside to the right. First column, the elements are 2, 4, 6. For the second column, we have 3, 5, 8. And now we can proceed to the basket method. First, multiply diagonally downwards. Determinant is equal to 2 times 5 times 9, that's 90. And then plus 3 times 7 times 6, that's 126. And then plus 1 times 4 times 8, that's 32. Minus, let's multiply upwards. 6 times 5 times 1, that's 30, plus 8 times 7 times 2, that's 112, plus 9 times 4 times 3, that's 108. Let's proceed. Determinant is equal to 90 plus 126 plus 32, 248, minus 30 plus 112 plus 108, that's 250. And 248 minus 250 is equal to negative 2.